Is February 22nd, 2017. It's a Wednesday, and my name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla with your legislative update for the evening. The big deal here in the House of Representatives is we just got off the floor after about 5 hours of debate on two bills. The first is a revenue package that I talked about the other day, kind of modernizing the tax code and allowing us to bring about $240 to $260 million of increased revenue into the state. Now, what will that allow us to do? It allowed us to pass a budget that will not only stop cuts to classroom education, but will actually give a 1.3% increase to the public schools. That's $25 million. And I hope this is very good news to a lot of those teachers out there that are busting their tails. We the Democrats all voted for it, the Republicans all voted against it, but we here on the Democrat side in the House of Representatives value education. We value what you do as teachers. We think what you do is not only important, it is vital to the history of our state. And the kids that are getting that education, they need to come out with a good education. And without the proper resources to do that, that's really hard to do. So we recognize that, and we've tried to address that a little bit in the budget. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more to help out with that. Now, there was also increases to the courts, because they have been so poorly funded that juries were not getting paid, and that can't really happen in a system where we've got to have court programs for jury trials. We also had pretty big increases to both the Job Training Incentive Program and the Local Economic Development Act. These are two of the more successful job creation programs we've had around the state, and many of us in the Democrats in the House went around the state in December listening to businesses and listening to economic development people, and what they said was these programs are working really well. So we heard you, and we're going to try to fund you. Now, there are some cuts. Universities are getting hit by about 1%. Some other departments are getting a little bit of cuts. But, you know, we feel pretty good about this budget and what it means to the people of New Mexico. It means we're going to start investing in you again, and that's important. Now, it's not the final product, obviously, so it's got to go over to the Senate. Both the revenue package and the budget will go through the Senate committee process and get voted on the floor. And if there's any changes, we're going to have to negotiate what the final product is going to be and vote on that. But then the product will go to the governor's office, and then the big choice for her will be, does she veto it or not? We're hoping not. We feel like what we've proposed is pretty moderate in terms of fixing the budget crisis and hopefully getting us back on track as a state to, some of the more positive numbers that we've got to have for educational levels, job creation, et cetera, and so on. So we're all, at least us on the Democratic side, are pretty happy with the process and where we're at right now. And look forward to seeing where it goes from there. So thanks as always for watching this. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns on these or any other issues, love to hear from you, and we'll be back at you tomorrow with what we do then. Thanks a lot, y'all. Bye.